So this is rabbit drinking system. This is a nipple drinker system. I just put it into this cage. So if you want to learn this, stay tuned in this video. Let me explain to you how this works. Come closer, come to this side so that they can see. So here we have what we have here is the nipples. This is what we call the nipple drinker. This mouth here is the nipple drinker. When once the water is being filled up into this bottle here, it goes down here and settles here. And when once the rabbit puts his or her mouth inside this place here, once the rabbit touch here, water is going to start coming out. So let's do the experiment and see. I'm going to fill up this plastic bottle. Then come closer, come to this side so they can see. As you can see, water is not coming out here, but then once the rabbit touches its mouth here, water is going to start coming out. As you can see, come closer so that they can see how the water is coming out. Yes, as you can see, once the rabbit remove his mouth, the water is going to stop. It put his mouth, the water is going to continue. So this particular system, I just put it inside this cage because this particular rabbit wants to give birth. And one of the reasons why I put it is because so that I can remove my concrete feeder I use for the drinker, so that the rabbit can have a lot of space. So I put in this one. This is what she's going to be using for drinking. So let me show you guys how I actually do these nipple drinkers. So here what I have here is the nipples. This is what we call the nipples. Yes, so we have the nipples here. Then we need our hose. This hose we use to connect here. Then we also need this little spring. The nipple comes with this particular little spring here. We need this too. Then we also need our 4 minutes dry. We need our 4 minutes dry. Then we need our scissors, a binding wire that we are going to be using to tie this bottle. Then we also need our cutter, which we are going to be using to cut this binding wire. Then the next thing we also need is our plastic bottle. Yes, so the first thing we are going to be doing is taking our plastic bottle. Come closer so that they can see very well. We take our plastic bottle here. We are going to be cutting off the upside. We're going to be cutting off the upside. I want to make this video very short. I don't want to make it too long. We are going to be cutting off the upside like this. There's a reason for cutting off this upside. Yeah, so that maybe you can open it and it's always closed on its own. You open it, then it will close on its own this way. Then the next thing you need to do is to open a hole here at the mouth of this plastic bottle. So come closer so that they can see. We are going to be opening a hole here. Oh, we just destroyed this. So we got another cover here. We are going to be tying it into this one. We're going to be covering it into this one. Then what we need is to just do it little by little so that we can get that mouth there. This is what we need. We get that mouth, as you can see. Then we are going to try in our hose. This is our hose. I'm going to be cutting this hose into two so that it's going to be short enough for me to use for what I want to do, because I don't need the hose to be too long. So the hole is not big enough. I'm going to widen it up more. So I'm going to try it our hose if it's going to go in. Okay, so our hose went in. Then the next thing we need to do is to loosen it this way. We loosen it this way. As you can see what I'm doing, we loosen it this way. Then I'm going to mix my 4 minutes dry. So this 4 minutes dry comes in two sides. You mix these two together, the same quantity, so that when it gets dry, it's going to turn like plastic. For those of you guys that know the 4 minutes dry. So we are going to keep mixing our 4 minutes dry this way. We need to mix it so that they both can mix together. Yes, we mix these two packs together. It comes in this pack. This is the 4 minutes dry. Yes, so we need to also take this cover with our hose down here. We are going to be sealing it with our 4 minutes dry. We are going to be sealing this down part so that our water is not going to leak out. We are going to be sealing it. So I'm going to put it in here by this side here. I'm going to be putting it in. So after putting it into this, we are going to let it dry for some time. Yes, we are going to let it dry for some time. So I'm going to be keeping it in such a way that it's going to face up and not leak. So it's okay like that. Then come closer so that I can also show you guys this. And we are going to be covering our 4 minutes dry. Then we are going to get our binding wire. Let's keep this in a very good position so that it can continue drying as we continue with the rest of the things. Okay, so we are going to get our binding wire. This is a binding wire. We are going to cut it off at this point here. At this point here will be okay for us. So I'm going to use this pin twist to cut it off. This is what we need to hold our bottle in place and tie it. Yes, so this is what, so it has fully dried now. So as you can see, it's just like plastic in there. That's how it is when it's dry. So we need to get our nipple drinkers. So this is the nipple drinkers, this is the nipple here, and this is the spring. If you need this, I used to supply them. You can call me on my number and I can supply them to you. I sell them. These nipples here, they're going to take it and put it into this place, into the mouth of this other hose. I'm going to be putting it in here. Then like this, as you can see. Then we are going to take it the cover here and tighten it to this bottle, plastic bottle. Yes. So if you wish, if you want, depends on you, you can still put the 4 minutes dry at this outside so that it will gum firmly. But the one we put inside is enough. The water can't pass through inside. So that's why, as you can see. So this is how it is. So we need to get our spring now. Then we adjust the mouth of our spring to be well, so that it can hook on the net that we are going to tight it in. We are going to adjust the mouth of our spring. Okay, so it's okay this way. We have adjusted to the size we want. So come closer. I'm going to be mounting it in this other cage here. I'm going to be mounting it in this other cage. So this is the height I want. This is the height I want it to be. Let me adjust it in such a way that I like it. Just hold on. Adjust it well. Okay. So this is how I want it to be. Yes. So I'm going to put in, as you can see, look, this is the nipple drinkers. I'm going to hang it in this side. Then I put it in. As you can see, this is how it is. Hang it here and you put it in. Then come to this other side so that they can see. Come to this other side. Come to this other side so that they can see. So there's another hole here. There's a hole in this particular place. We are going to be hooking our spring there. Then we are going to drag the spring to hang in this place. This particular one requires a lot of technique. So as you can see, the spring just hang there firmly. The spring just hang there firmly, as you can see. So that's how it's supposed to be. So come back a bit. Then after that, we need to tight our plastic bottle to the net. We need to tight our plastic bottle to the net, as you guys can see here. So the way it is, we get our binding wire, and we are going to put our binding wire here. Our binding wire is a bit longer than we thought, but no issues. The remainder can always be there. We're going to be putting our binding wire here. Then come towards this other side. Come towards this other side. Then we are going to tighten it like this. Just tighten it like this and leave it there, as you guys can see. So this is how it is. Just video the nipples so that you can see. As you can see, so the nipple is inside the cage, whereby if the rabbit puts his mouth like this, he's going to be able to drink the water. So now let's test what we just did. So I'm going to be opening in it. Then I'm going to take little quantity of water and fill it up. Little quantity of water, fill it up. Yes. So come here. The moment of truth, guys. Let's test if what we did worked out. So as you can see, we want the rabbit touches his mouth here, the water starts coming out, and when we want to remove their mouth, the water stops. So this is what we call the automatic water system. So if you need these nipples, if you need this spring, if you need this hose, I sell all of them. Yes, as you can see. So this is how most Europeans connect their water system for your rabbits outside. So anytime you want to give your rabbit water, all you just need to do is come here, open it up, put in the water here. As you can see, just open it up, put in the water here, cover it, come here, open it up, put in the water here, cover it. Nice and clean. Isn't it looking good? Is it not looking good, guys? It's looking very good. So if you need any of these nipple drinkers, I sell them in my farm, so you don't need to bother where can you get the nipple drinker, where can you get the spring, where can you get the hose. Any of these three you need, I sell it. Even if you want me to do it just like this, full plastic like this, and send to you, then you can install to your cage. I can also do it for you very willingly. So I hope you guys have learned something from this video. If you didn't learn something from this video, please do well to give us just a like. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you are going to be learning a lot about rabbit farming on this YouTube channel. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, so that any other time we post a video, you'll get notified by YouTube. Thank you once again. Do have a nice day, and peace out.